What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. On today's video, we're doing the old Granddad 114. Okay, so the old Granddad 114, kind of bottom shelf whiskey, but this is one that gets a lot of rave reviews online for being one of the really good low end ones, and it seems to be one of those bottles where, depending on where you live, there's either tons of it at a really low price or you can't find it at all. For me, I got it at my favorite liquor store close to me, Marketplace Wine and Spirits in California, Maryland. They had it, I think it was about 30 bucks or so, somewhere in that area. They had absolutely plenty of it. So obviously 114, that's 114 proof, and there's not a whole lot of other information on it. It says it uses more expensive grains in it on the back there, but other than that, I think the bottle looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a little midget smushed guy, and it's got a little wax embossing there, and then just a tiny label on the front. So we're gonna go ahead and rate this one on the tier system today. Let's go ahead and pop the bottle. Okay, so it's got like a mega cork on there, one of the thick boys. All right, everybody's favorite part of my videos, nose going so deep up in this bottle. It's a big wide one too, so I might really be able to fit it in there. Okay, too far in. That was too far. I get it now. No, I don't. But anyways, nosing out of the bottle. Got a few different ideas initially there. Definitely a nice molasses on there. Some deep, dark brown sugars. Definitely some fruitiness in there. I'm trying to figure out what exact fruitiness that is. Maybe it's like a dark, like one of the dark, deep black cherries, like the ones that you use in the cocktails. So I'm excited to try it. I've never had the old Granddad 114 before, so this is going to be my first. Is it going to be as good as everyone says, especially for the price? Around $30 for the entire bottle ain't too bad. It smelled good out of the bottle. Let's go ahead and get the nosing out of the glass. So out of the glass, definitely cherry. Definitely cherry out of the glass. Not really questioning it after getting the nosing out of the glass compared to the bottle. Still get molasses, brown sugars. A little bit of oakiness in there too. A little bit of oakiness on this one. Not really spicy at all on the nose. Not really spicy at all, so I'm excited to try it today. Hey, appreciate you guys being here and watching this video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. I've got a ton of good stuff planned coming up for the end of the year. And if you haven't seen before, once we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, going to be giving away this Maker's Mark Cast Strength Dunker. So if you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you hit subscribe so that we can go ahead and get on to that. But let's go ahead and try out the old Granddad 114 today. Cheers, everybody. That's good stuff. It's sweet oak, cherry, vanilla, a little bit of molasses on there, not as much as the nose. Really nice sweet cherry on top of the underlying oak with the caramel, with the vanilla, with the molasses. It's like a nice thick molasses. I think the spices on this one is going to be the deeper brown sugars. There is just a hint of maybe like burnt brown sugar on there, so it has just a hint of bitter on there, but nothing bad at all, especially for the price on this one. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like it a lot. It's straightforward bourbon. It's straightforward Kentucky bourbon, what Kentucky bourbon should be, in my opinion. It ends kind of cherry, kind of molasses, definitely some of the woodiness in there. It is a little bit of a bitter wood on there, but it's also got that nice sweetness over top. So it's kind of a balancing game there, but especially for the price, it's really good. So I've got absolutely no complaints. I didn't really expect this to live up to all the hype that I've seen out there, but I think it's pretty well lived up to the hype. So for today, where am I going to rank the old Granddad 114 on the tier system? Let me do one more drink before we do. Yeah, it's good. I really like it. It doesn't really have any viscosity or anything like that to it, which is one of the main things that I like to find in a whiskey bourbon to rate it really high. So, I mean, for me, it's going to go nicely in the B tier. Nicely in the B tier here on the old Granddad 114. It's really good. I like it a lot, especially for the price. If it was, you know, if I was just buying something to, because I wanted to have something to drink and I didn't want to spend a lot of money, you know, obviously I've got hundreds of choices up here now, not quite 100 yet, but we're into the hundreds. But if I was just buying something, you know, and wanted to give somebody something good to drink that didn't want to cost me a lot of money, this is like the perfect bottle for it. So it's going on the B tier for me today. Have you guys had this bottle before? What do you think about it? Is that worth the hype that it gets for, you know, being such a cheap price bottle? Do you think it should be in the B tier? Do me a favor, let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you for your next drink.